There's plenty of excitement around Major League Baseball right now. You've got the playoffs going on, but the big buzz is coming out of the north side of Chicago. Wrigleyville is as excited as can be. That's because the Chicago Cubs believe they found maybe the savior to the franchise. Theo Epstein is leaving the Red Sox to become the GM and probably even a bigger position with Chicago Cubs. He worked his magic in Boston. He won 2 titles there. Now he's got his work cut out for him when he goes to Chicago. The Cubs haven't won a World Series since 1908. They haven't even been to the World Series since 1945. So he's got a lot to do. 2 of the biggest things he has to deal with right now are huge bloated contracts on the Cubs roster. You got Carlos Zambrano, who's a nutcase. He'll never play for the Cubs again. They've got to ship him off. That means they'll have to pay for his entire salary to get rid of him. That's about $19 million. Then you've got Alfonso Soriano, who's sitting out in left field for the Cubs, where he's played horribly for them since he's joined the club, basically, especially when it comes to defense. He's got 3 years left on his deal for over $50 million. Can they find a taker for him in the American League where they pay some of his salary, maybe take back a bad contract? Who knows? That's some of the things that Theo has to deal with immediately. The big thing he has to deal with too is the farm system. The Cubs farm system is not that great. It's gotten a little bit better, but that's where he really needs to work on. It's not just a paycheck kind of club. The Cubs have a good amount of money they can spend. I mean, their payroll is over $130 million a year, and believe it or not, the Cubs actually have a little bit of money to spend this year. They've got about $40 million coming off their payroll, so they got some money. But don't just waste it. Don't just find the shiniest object that you can and immediately buy it. You need to cultivate that farm system. You need to do things the right way. Don't spend a lot of money by going out and getting an Albert Pujols. Don't spend a lot of money by going out and getting a Prince Fielder right now. It's not what you need. The Cubs are not going to contend for at least a couple of more years. So you have to give Theo Epstein some time. I mean, he might be the savior, but he's not a miracle worker. It's not going to happen overnight. The big thing that Theo has to do in the big picture of the Chicago Cubs, you have to change the environment there. It comes with bringing in different players, bringing in leaders, and having an environment where people actually believe they can win. And who knows, maybe he can bring a winner to the north side of Chicago.